Hello and welcome everybody to the Making College Come True radio show, the way that it was designed to be. I'm Pastor John McClain here with, drum roll please, the superintendent of Tucson International Academy, a former Tucson Unified School District educator, the author of the book that this very radio show was named after, Making College Come True, 10 Keys to Success, and the brand newest talk radio show host in the fair city of Tucson, Arizona. And she goes by the name of Dr. Jennifer Herrera. Yeah, or also as they know her around the school, Dr. J.
Yes, sir. Really good to be back. My
Oh
goodness.
my goodness. I just
What a
want to
summer.
cry. This is special. It's like seeing like a family member you haven't seen in a while.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know what you mean. I feel that way too
Yes.
with you. So, but thank you for how you handled everything for me while I was
Absolutely.
gone.
It's my pleasure.
Geez, you're creative. So, but there's so many people that have an excellent story about college because college is life changing.
Yeah.
And if you have any interaction with yourself or another person going to college, it's such an exciting thing that you always have stories. And stories help people feel like that it is attainable for them.
Yeah.
Because people are people, and anyone can go to college if it is something that you want. You don't want to, you certainly don't have to. There's so many other types of schools and opportunities out there.
Yeah.
But we are definitely talking about college because it does take a bit of planning and a bit of maneuvering to get to college. And once you're there, you got even more decisions you make. So it's very exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I was just going to start off by saying Thursday is our first day of school, and we're really excited to have our kids back in person. Woohoo!
Yeah.
So we do not have masks, but I know some districts are masking. We are not. It's up to the families. We believe that the families should have the opportunity to make a decision if they want their child to wear a mask or not. And the same for our employees and staff. So we're very excited that people are coming back in droves. They're excited. They want to interact. And I think that's going to be good for society. And we have everything ready to go as far as teachers are concerned. Lots of teachers, went through a lot of hard times last year. And so many of them even decided to resign and not teach anymore. So it's so sad for me because those were some excellent teachers, but I understand at some point in your life you just can't take all the changes. So, but I will say TIA weathered the storm. We are ready better than ever to take on the new year. We did, in spite of all the craziness, the last 2 graduation years, managed to get 100% of our students accepted to college.
Yeah,
Woo!
absolutely.
And I happen to have 2 of them here with me today.
Yeah.
They graduated last year when we did get to return in person, so at least they got like a graduation, and they're going to tell their stories about how they got to this position and what they're looking at next week or the week after, because big changes are coming to their lives. And so we'll talk about that process from people really doing it. So
That's
if you
exciting.
want your child to have the opportunity to go to college or to any of the trade schools, anything that takes some application, some academic performance to do once they graduate from high school, we are definitely the school for you. We are kindergarten through 12th grade. We are still doing open enrollment for another couple of weeks. So if you would like to enroll your child, please call 792-3255 and find out which location you would like to attend, to have your student attend, and then we can take it from there. But we are kindergarten through 12th grade in each location. So there are combination classes. There's a lot of community, and the kids generally say TIA feels like a family. So we do have that going for us. And through things like crisis, like COVID, it feels good to have people around you that you trust and that you feel as though they are family. So we are real proud of everyone, how they managed to get to this point. And really, I'm excited to interview these guys. And
I know. And you're on your game. The school must be just starting because you're on your game. Like you really kind of you touched on all the four corners of at least some of the four corners of the amazing things of Tucson International Academy, all the things that make it tick. Usually I'm the one who does that, but you came back ready to go, and because I guess it's because we got some TIA alums in here.
Yes.
Well, like usual, making you look very good, making making the people that work for you look really good. Not alone the people that work for you making themselves look good, but go ahead and introduce these awesome guests that we have in studio, and let's not put them on the hot seat too much. They graduated
we'll be
now,
a little
so
gentle,
they'll be good,
so that they will so they'll come back again and give us updates. But I'm really excited because I have a legacy student with us, which for us a legacy student attended only TIA all of his elementary, middle school, and high school career. He was a TIA student, and that is Ethan Connez. Woo!
Connez, hey.
Kindergarten through 12th grade.
And this is his second time on the show.
Or even third, I think, actually. Yeah, second at least. Yeah.
We're going to have him take over my spot soon.
He probably could. He has the radio voice. And then we also have with us Kayla. Oh, yes. Ojeda. I just want to make sure. I hate it when I mess up people's names. Kayla Ojeda is here.
I just do it and apologize later. Sorry.
Yes. Well, Kayla's also been with us a long time. How many years you been with us, Kayla?
Like 6 years.
Ooh, wow. 6 years. So half of her. She's half a legacy kid.
Nice.
And she has certainly been a big part of the leadership and of just sports. She's really partaken of everything TIA has. The same with Ethan. These are leaders. These are people who are going to do something leadership oriented as they get older, whether they realize that or not. That's just who they are. And so both of them will be going to physically moving from Tucson to the Phoenix area for college. So so Ethan, I'm going to start with you if you don't mind. I just want to say, tell us what college you're headed to, and do you know what you're going to study yet?
I'm going to Grand Canyon University.
Woo woo.
I'm studying in secondary education.
Nice.
Yeah. I especially like that because I know that we need good teachers, and I know that you will be an excellent teacher. So that's so good to hear. All right, and Kayla, where are you going to college, and what are you going to study?
I'm gonna go to Arizona State University, and I'm gonna become a PE teacher.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
There we go.
And hopefully an what do they call it? An athletic director, an AD, maybe, who knows, and a coach. So there's so much that you can do with that for sure. And with COVID, is health somewhat important in your opinion?
Yes.
She's shaking her head yes. It sure is. And so knowing something about the body, how it works, and how exercise affects it is going to be huge. And Ethan, I know, did you decide you were going to do history?
Yes.
Be a history teacher. Any area of history that in particular is appealing to you?
Both of the world wars.
Oh, okay. So Civil Wars, what am I saying? The World Wars? Yep, very, very interesting. All right, when we come back, we're going to hear all the steps you've taken to get to where you're at right now.
Yeah, this is the Making College Come True radio show brought to you by Tucson International Academy. I'm Pastor John McClain here with the Dr. J. We'll be right back.
We now return to the Making College Come True radio show, brought to you by Tucson International Academy.
Hello and welcome back to another amazing episode of Making College Come True radio show brought to you by Tucson International Academy. I'm Pastor John McClain here with the Dr. J of Tucson International Academy. If you don't know, now you know. And we have two alum of Tucson International Academy in here to show us the brain power that's coming out of Tucson International Academy and the amazing work they do to get them into college and making them bright, productive members of our community rather than people that are robbing our cars.
That's right.
Yeah, because that's not
definitely
the one we
not
want.
them.
Yeah,
but they are not that kind of person. But they're the bright, shining star, all right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited for them because have either one of you ever lived away from your parents before?
No.
No, huh? Okay, so that's going to be exciting. So when you move up to the university, how does that work? Like, I mean, where do you stay? You don't have a relative up there or something?
Well, I've been in contact with my roommates so I can get to like know them a better and see how what is it called, like how we are similar or different.
Yeah.
So basically I did that, and there's this one girl named Katie. I'm hitting it off really good with her. And
Nice.
hopefully,
Good.
yeah, that's how.
That's a future friend right there, or actually a friend that you've already made before you even get there. Now, how did you meet her? Now, are you going to be living in the dorm?
Yeah, I'm gonna be living in the dorm.
All right. And you don't know these girls from before, is that right?
No. But yeah.
Okay, so how will you like how did you get to know them? Like is it all online or
Yeah. So I basically told them, like, I emailed them to like add me on Instagram or Snap, and she did it, and then we just started talking from there.
yeah, you can see a lot about someone's life by looking on social media, right?
Yes.
And so, of course, you had nothing but awesome, stellar things on yours, I am sure, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And so that is true, you guys. Remember that people are making a call on whether they think they could even be your future roommate by what you post. So be mindful of your posts. Don't be that crazy one. Nobody's going to want to be your roommate. All right. So she apparently found a good one and someone who liked her. And then how did you have to like talk to the university and say, hey, we want to be roommates, or how did that kind of work out?
Well, I really don't know. I just like looked at my roommates, and they just already gave me like 3 of them.
So they were just assigned you?
Yeah, it was just
right?
assigned to me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were assigned your roommates, and then you got to know them once they were kind of, you saw their name, and then you started looking them up.
Yeah.
Oh, so smart. Yeah, and that is really good. So how do you feel now that you know one of them and you pretty much hit it off well? How do you feel about going to college? Are you as scared, or did that help take away some of the nerves?
Okay, it helped take some of the nerves away because like I'm usually a shy person, so like if I don't know you, I'm not gonna like try to talk to you. I'm gonna like wait off a couple of moments. But then like since I started to know her, I feel like I'm gonna like get out of my shell and like open up to people, talk to people more.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a huge skill, right? Because, I mean, all of us adults, we have Mrs. Connez in the room as well, who is our chief registrar, among many thousand other things. And I don't want to list them all because she'll make me pay her more. But Mrs. Connez is here too. And we three, Pastor John, Mrs. Connez, and myself, we know how important it is that kids are able to speak for themselves and to make friends and to make calls on value judgment. And see, Kayla already has been able to do that. So that's such a benefit. You're going to be living in, like physically in a room with these people, and how great that you already are getting to know them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when now back in the day when I went to Ball State University, we didn't know who our roommate was till we got there, because guess what? We didn't really have the internet. We didn't have social media on the internet like we do now. And so when I went, there was a girl in my room, and I said, "Hi, who are you?" And she said, "I'm your roommate." There you go. And we were not a match. And it took a while for us to find a way to get along well. And it was a source of stress for me because I did not get to know her well. So I'm so glad to hear that you did get to know at least one of the roommates. How many will you have altogether?
Altogether, it's 4.
Okay. Is it like 2 rooms or one big room with 4 beds? How's that work?
So it's like one big room, but like it's like cut in half, so there'll be 2 rooms on the other side and the other 2 2 beds on the other side and the other 2 beds on the other side, and there's like 2 walk-in closets,
Nice.
and then there's 1 bathroom though.
Well, at least it's with 4 people, because guess what? When I went to college in the dinosaur age, about 35 years ago, or was it 40? I don't know. Let's not even talk about that. But it was 40 years ago now that I'm thinking. Anyway, guess what? We had 1 bathroom for the whole hall. So think of a hall and all like the apartments, the little dorms, and we had 1 bathroom. Now there was many stalls in that bathroom, but they didn't have doors. You had all your showers, and you had to take like a basket of your stuff down and use that. And so things have changed. Okay, it's an upgrade that you have 1 bathroom for 4 people. So we had like 1 bathroom area for like 50 or 60 people. So there you go. Things have changed in the better, I would say. So good for you. Yeah. All right, Ethan, same thing. I mean, I think you mentioned that you knew some of your roommates. So at Grand Canyon University, same thing. They assigned you and then you got to know them, or did you get to choose some? How'd that work for you?
They assigned me the roommates.
Great.
Uh,
Did they use I wonder, did either of you have like a survey before, like where they just looked at your. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so that helps. So the universities are giving a survey to all the students, and then they look for like-minded people, and they put them in the same room together. And then what happened for you? Have you been able to contact any of your roommates?
Yeah, 2 of my roommates contacted me,
Awesome.
and we added each other on Snapchat, and we made a group chat.
Nice.
Hmm. So Snapchat's where it's at for the kids nowadays, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't advanced. I'm still back in Facebook land, which I know is like turning old. But yeah, so you see these videos and you're able to see live, like real time things happening, right?
I don't really use it, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, oh, good. Thank you,
Yeah,
Ethan.
I guess another way to message people as well. But I guess I mean I guess this question goes out to the both of you. What nervousness or what challenges do you anticipate in regards to housing or your roommates or those things? Is there anything that's irking you at all?
Yeah, I guess for me, it's just like making a better sleep schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you feel like with other people in the room or another person in the room, like it's going to be kind of difficult to be in sync with them?
Yeah, probably.
Mm.
Yeah, because if one person's a night person, one's a morning person, that can get tricky, huh? Because everybody has classes, so at least you'll have that in common. But when you actually sleep, I suppose, is up for grabs.
Mm.
So who knows? You'll have to keep us posted on how that works out for you.
Yeah.
But it is true. If somebody's snoring or somebody's sleeping
Mhm.
and during the day and you want to be in your room in
Or
the
they're
day.
just farting all night.
Oh, yeah,
it's just like you know. What about you,
Yes.
Kayla? What like we have about a minute, so we have to go into our next break. What challenges do you anticipate you'll have to overcome?
The challenges is like I'm always used to having like somebody, like a family member, to always help me like
Mm.
a little, but now I don't have that. So now like it's like helping me grow up to be a better person,
Mm.
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Yeah, well, that's going to be something good we can talk about when we come back.
Yeah,
where they
absolutely.
can go to find those wise people. Remember, Peace Builders seek wise people.
Mhm.
That's from your years at TIA.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. We'll be talking about how, and we talk about it a lot ourselves, just finding mentors and surround yourself with good people that have similar goals to reach that mission. So we'll talk about all that and more with Miss Kayla Ojeda. Did I say that right? Yeah, Kayla Ojeda. And then Ethan Connez, who is apparently the family member of someone else that's in the studio. And it was a
Yes.
secret this whole time. And we're going to be back with them after this. They are TIA alums to
Yes.
talk about all the amazing work Tucson International Academy has done to make college 100% true for everybody that has been able to be lucky enough to be a student there. If you have a student through the ages of K through 12 that you want to make college come true in their life, reach out to TucsonInternationalAcademy.com today. We'll be back right after these messages. Myself, Pastor John, and the Dr. J. Hello and welcome back to the Making College Come True radio show, brought to you by Tucson International Academy.
Woohoo!
Yeah. I am Pastor John McClain here with the Dr. J. She is a superintendent, an educator. Apparently, she was a principal once.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a NASCAR driver, an astronaut. What don't you do?
Sorta, yeah. I'd like to be
what
a
can't you do?
helicopter
Is the real
pilot.
question. Yeah, I know.
There's nothing I can't do. I know that.
Yeah,
but
that's it.
it's now
That's
more
it.
choice.
And like usual, Dr. J brings two impressive people into studio with us, whether it's one of the principals at our school, whether it's one of the staff members at our school, whether it is an alumni or even a current student at her school. There's just impressive, amazing people around her always, and she brings them into the studio and shares them with us. So
Yes.
thank you for that, Dr. J.
You're welcome, Miss. It is my privilege to have these kind of people in my life. And they're my future leaders because,
Yeah.
you know, they will lead. I'm leading you now, but later you'll lead me. It'll be
Nice.
great. And I trust you guys. You know, that's the difference. It's like, I know that you have a basic education that can get you far right now, even if you didn't do anything else. But the fact that you're going to college, and now for you, Kayla, are you the first one in your family to go to college?
Yes, I am.
Oh, how
Wow.
many siblings are in your family?
4.
Okay. Anybody older?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you the youngest or
Not,
middle?
I'm like the second oldest.
Okay. Well, that's good. So you can set an example for your younger siblings, right? By going. And I know Ethan has an older sister and went, and his mother is currently in college, and now he's going to be in college. That's pretty wild. What do you think about that, Ethan?
I think it's cool.
Yeah, it is. Did they influence you to go to Grand Canyon University since both of them are part of that?
No.
Oh, so you chose it. What did you like about it? What made you say, no, I like Grand Canyon?
It's close to home.
Well, it's true. It is. It's just far enough away, but close enough, isn't it? Yeah, that's good. Plus, yeah. Anything else you can think of that attracted you to Grand Canyon?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the fact that you were familiar with it from having to take your sister up every year and help get her started in her room, right? At least you knew where it was and you knew it was a safe place, things like that. And Kayla, how in the world did you choose ASU? That is a giant university, but it's a great university.
I was gonna go to GCU, but I didn't get a scholarship. But ASU offered the scholarship, and that's how I chose ASU.
There you go. See, I love that. So you got a scholarship, and so what do you got to do for that scholarship? Do you know? Is there
Oh yeah.
any strings
Yeah.
attached?
I had to keep a what is it?
GPA?
Yeah, I think it's like a 3 point something.
3.0.
Yeah.
I think it's 3.0. Yep.
Yeah.
That's very common, but you know what? That's easy for you because what was your grade point average in high school?
A 3.16.
Okay. So right in there, 3.16. So not bad. It was higher than that. It was probably 3.61. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah,
I
'cause
got it backwards.
I remember you being a very good student and all the teachers enjoyed having you in class. So probably higher, and that's really good. But I would say that's just going to be perfect for you because that's what you perform higher than that already. So that's going to be a safe thing. And extra money really makes it work, doesn't it? Are either of you going to have a job when you get to campus? What are you going to do?
Well, I'm still looking.
Okay, so how do you look? Are you doing work study by chance, Ethan? I think you are looking into it. It's part of the FOFSA, I believe. But work study, do you go to like a website and then you see the jobs and you apply?
Yeah, there's a website on the student portal and you look through the job list.
Okay, and what kind of stuff's there? Like what kind of jobs can you get at university?
I believe food jobs in the work study.
Yeah, because they have a lot of foods, which we're going to come back and talk about food because everybody's got to eat over there. Okay, and what about you, Kayla? Are you going to try to work while you're at college?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Love it. Do you know what you'll do?
I want to do something that has to do with sports. So like, there's this one thing like it's like a internship for a coach, like
Oh my gosh.
by a coach. So I'm gonna try to do that one.
That is excellent. Well, you know, if you need any letters of recommendation, you can get them from us.
Yeah.
You were awesome with the other kids. She was one of those people that was on a team that just got the team to perform higher because of her encouragement and her also just her athletic ability. So good for you.
What's your sport?
I play like 3 different sports. I play
Okay.
football, soccer, and basketball.
Nice. What
Yeah.
position in basketball?
What is it called? A pointer.
Oh, you're a point guard, huh? Nice. Okay, so you got handles and a drive and all that kind of good stuff. All right, nice. Yeah, well, I played basketball in high school, so yeah, you start
That's
talk
awesome.
about sports, and I turn into that guy.
That's fun. She is good.
Yeah,
I got to
nice.
coach her a couple of years there, and I mean, goodness, yeah, she's just a natural leader. So, and then you said football. Now, you did play on a co-ed football team, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And what was your position? I can't remember. Were you quarterback sometimes?
Yeah, I was a quarterback sometimes.
That's what I
Nice.
thought. This girl's amazing. So,
Yeah.
and the fact that you were able to also compete, you know, even with the boys is very exciting. I know they have all kinds of opportunities in ASU, and I encourage you to look at the sports that are available. And even if you don't play them professionally, like at the college Division I level,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of intramural. which remember we used to play each other's schools? That's
Yeah.
intramural. So you can do that with groups, and I hope that you get into some. When I was in college, eons ago, we, as my hometown people, decided we wanted to keep in touch better, but nobody had time. But then they started a co-ed volleyball team. And so we all joined the volleyball team, and we just played every Sunday. And it was Sunday evenings, and we had to get back from wherever we were coming in, and we played volleyball together. And I tell you what, that meant a lot to see familiar people. You're back at school, and we had a good time.
Mhm.
Sports are a big part of life, even if you're a professional level or an amateur level. So I hope both of you have those opportunities in college.
Yeah, absolutely. And I definitely I'd imagine just in, like, from a sports standpoint and making friends and finding a community, which is already hard, like like you saw even with high school, like it's double as hard when you get to college because you don't have the same type of structure. It's anything, any way that you can lean in, like anything that sparks your interest, whether it's chess club or bowling or an intramural sport, any of those things, it's really helpful. And usually, I think, like we've both seen, it just takes a little something.
Yep, just a little
just
something.
got to step out a little bit, and next thing you know, you found a home. So,
Yes.
yeah, certainly, I'm with you in encouraging, not only these students that we have in the studio, but anybody out there in and out of college. If you're not feeling like you have a home, like you have a community, step out. Go try something that you like and find
Create one,
community.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, join one and then create it and make it even better. I know both of you have that ability.
Yeah,
It's going to be
absolutely.
exciting to see what you attract to. So
Yeah.
I know other students have joined like the Hawaiian Club. They
Mm.
have joined Sign Language Club. They've
Nice.
enjoyed. I mean, wait till you get there. You're going to see a list. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear her update.
Me too.
Yeah, this is the Making College Come True radio show brought to you by Tucson International Academy. We will be back right after this break. You guys stay right there. If I see you move, you get one demerit. And welcome back to the Making College Come True radio show brought to you by Tucson International Academy. Tucson International Academy brought to you by Dr. J.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and I am thankfully, by the grace of God, here along with her to host this little party. My name is Pastor John McLean.
Yay.
And we have two Tucson International Academy alumni in here. I want to thank definitely two of the shining stars.
They are.
They're going to be famous one day. It's definitely
Yes.
it's in the books. And I was wondering if I get you guys' autograph before
Yeah,
you
we
guys
want it
start
now.
charging for it. What do you think? So, who do we have in studio with us here today, Dr. J?
Well, we have Kayla Ojeda, and she is going to Arizona State University, and she's going to study PE teaching and probably some physiology and stuff like that. And Ethan Connez is here, and he is a future history teacher for high school, which makes me very excited because both of them tend to maybe be able to come back and help me out at the school. So that's what I'm
Very
hoping
nice.
for, at least for
Yeah.
maybe some period of your life, So I'm very excited for that possibility.
Well, as many educators as I've seen you inspire, like people that either never considered being an educator or never considered being a principal that are now. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's right.
Including Ethan's mother. Yes.
Yes. She went from saying teachers are crazy. You all are crazy. Which I will say we're unique, right? Teachers are unique. We're not like regular adults usually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
for
you know
sure.
why? Because we're with you kids all the time and we don't feel old. We don't even feel like we're old a lot of the time. So
Nice.
yeah, so that's how it is.
Well, that's something I've been saying a lot lately. It's funny. Our guest today was Al Coronado with Al Coronado Plumbing, and we met him the other day at the Arizona Sands Club, which is, you know of it?
I know of it.
Yeah,
I
it's a
like it.
social club right next to the U of A stadium, and we as we bumped into him just out of nowhere, the idea that we're all circle on is not only you are what you eat, which we've heard most of our lives, but you are what you consume. So whatever you're put it in your body, whether it's what you read, what you watch on TV, the conversations you have, the people you surround yourself, it's you consume that. So you have to be
So
very
true.
mindful of what you're consuming.
Yeah, boy, that is so true, and that's why I encourage the students at Tucson International Academy to go to college. And if they don't want to go to a 4-year university, then to do at least 2 years at a community college, or go get a certification in the trades or in some other areas, cosmetology. There's so many things you can do, and why I say that is because who you hang around is who you become like. And we need productive, parts of the community. We need people to all take their place in the community so the community thrives. And when it doesn't thrive is when people don't know what to do, so they don't do anything. And then they're gaming all night, and they're not going to be in a position where they can contribute much, right? So it's like we want to, yes, enjoy your gaming after you did your homework, okay? And after you get home from work, and after some more responsible things have happened. So just having you go to a college is going to put you around people like yourself. Both of you are very driven. I don't know if you realize that, but you are driven. You have goals, you have dreams, and you're going to fulfill them. But there are people that aren't like you, but you're going to find people like you at the university. And that's the beauty of going to university. You're surrounded all of a sudden by people who also have the same goal as you: get a 4-year degree and give back to society. And being in service to humankind is really, really a high calling. And really, that's what we do. By getting our certifications and getting some training, we can come in and be a support and be a contributor rather than just somebody who's needing things, And there's nothing wrong with needing things, but also to do what you can to prepare to give, right? So we like helping people, and it's fun to be that person that helps, isn't it? I remember both of you with that food program. Do you remember the food program you did down at Midvale? And Mrs. Val would take you over, and you guys would get the box of food and carry it out to people's cars. And yeah, what do you say about that? How did you feel when you did that?
I felt great. I felt like I was helping people eat. Like some people don't have food. Some people need the food, and I felt like awesome when I did that.
Yeah, because it's something we know everybody needs, right?
Yes.
So, and I've seen Ethan give away free waters, give away also food boxes, things like that. So that's something I really think is neat, that you two in particular are otherly minded. Like, you do care about other people, and you want to do your part to help them get what they need. So I think that that's going to also see you through life very well. Well, I did want to talk to them now a little bit about food. What do you eat at college? Is it just a bunch of junk food? Do you have to get like a hot burner in your room? I don't even think they let you have hot burners in your room anymore. But what are you going to do about food? Ethan, how does GCU handle that?
We have a bunch of food, like a food card, like a card that you put money on to go to little, I guess, fast food place that they have. Or you can go grocery shopping and buy food for your dorm.
Yeah, that's really good. What kind of places do you remember are there on campus?
There's a Chick-fil-A, a Taco Bell, and a Panda is what I remember.
That sounds like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah,
there you go.
perfect.
You're set. I love it. And there's a whole bunch of others. I know also GCU has like this fancier place called Canyon Restaurant or something like that. Canyon Grill, and it's like a sit-down restaurant. It's kind of like a Chili's or something, and it's on that card. All you have to do is use your money on the card. So that's kind of exciting.
I didn't even know they had that.
Yeah, you're gonna like it. It's gonna be something to break up the fast food.
Yeah, this card thing is all brand new to me. So do they put money on it for you? Like, explain this to me a little bit, Ethan, if you don't mind.
You have a food plan. Where you choose a certain amount of money that's put on the card.
Okay.
And I think the lowest one's $250. No, I don't know.
Well, and $1,300 worth of food, we'll find out how far that goes. It can be an experiment. Because I know that's the level you said you had was $1,300. So now until Christmas, we'll see how much of that you have left, if any. You may even have to add.
Yeah, just don't eat lobster every meal.
Yeah, no lobster every meal. Yeah, they can't do that restaurant thing every time. But that's part of a life lesson, right? You are given somewhat of a budget on that card. So that's going to teach you another life skill.
Yeah.
How about you, Kayla? You had some questions about yours. You have questions you're going to ask your university. Like, you don't know yet if it's like a cafeteria or if it's fast food places. And
Yeah.
you do have a card.
I do
You
have
just
a
don't
card.
know if there's money on it yet or if you have to put money on it.
I do have to put money on that card.
All right. So that's going to be pretty good because once you get the money on there, you don't have to worry about, oh gosh, I don't know if I have money to eat. And then you get sick because you didn't eat. So that card is meant to be a way for you to ensure that you're able to eat when you want to eat.
Yes.
And now with electronic banking too, I know when my daughter was in college just a couple years ago, we could just go on our app and we could transfer money right onto our card. So there's ways for parents and for grandparents and aunts and uncles to make sure you guys are eating. And mostly it's putting money on that card and letting you have lots of opportunities there. Now, I would say to all you parents out there, if you know someone who's in college, a good gift for their birthday, Christmas, and any other time you give gifts is like other restaurant cards. Like we used to give Sweet Tomatoes, I think, but now it closed. But back in the day when they had Sweet Tomatoes, my daughter and her best friend loved that place. So we would give them like $100 card at Christmas, and they were happy. So they could go there several times on that. And, so I would say to parents, food is an issue and you want to make sure they have food so that they're eating and they're healthy. And it's also good for them to learn budgeting, and it's also fun to treat them by getting them an outside card. So food is taken care of. Lodging is taken care of. You got a library you can go study at if you need to or want to. You're going to have friends built in because you're moving in with people that will become stories for the rest of your life. They're all going to cause stories, and hopefully you can play some games together. Hopefully you can go eat together. Hopefully you can go play bowling together, and look at the clubs. There's a list of clubs at every university, and clubs are the way for you to try things out. Now, to you guys, Mrs. Connez and Mr. Pastor John, do we have like a Hawaiian club we can join now that we're not in college anymore?
I wish.
Yeah, I wish. Now we have to just go to Hawaii.
Now
Yeah,
it's
we should
about
start one. That's right.
Yeah, now it's like, you have, church groups and you have
Yeah.
networking and stuff like that. But
Yep.
there's just so many. I mean, in high school and in college, there's just so many things that are only there that I look back on and I'm just like, man, I wish I would have pounced on that with both feet because that was a once in a lifetime thing. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm excited when I see these guys and all the opportunities they have available to them.
You're going to have all kinds of chances to study things and do things. I know at both of your universities that they have something called the Outdoor Adventures Club. So look for that. And they go on weekends and they go hiking and camping at Grand Canyon. Both of yours do. They also go to Sedona. Now, Sedona's beautiful. Okay. They also go to other canyons. I don't know, I want to say Bryce Canyon, but I think that's kind of far away. But I know that they go to many, many places and they have like these camping experiences and nobody knows each other. So you get to know each other by doing experiences together. So I want to encourage you guys and I want to challenge you to try to do just one weekend trip with a group that's already organized so you don't have to like do it yourself. You can ride with them. I think they usually have like a bus or a van that they all pitch in to rent, and it's very cheap. So I challenge you, go on some sort of camping adventure. Yeah?
Yeah, for sure. And I guess as we leave out, we got probably another 30, 45 seconds before we have to leave. What are you guys excited about in going to college?
A new environment and new experiences.
Nice.
Heck yeah. How about for you, Kayla?
Getting away from my mama.
Yeah, growing up, right?
Yeah.
Like you said
Becoming
kind of
an adult.
earlier, and I know she has a great relationship with her mother. So, but just like what does it look like when our kids leave our home? I mean, it is different, believe me. So congratulations to both of you guys. I'm so proud of you. And we wish you nothing but the best. And maybe around Christmas when you're home for the holidays, could you come in on the show again?
Yes.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
All right.
I love how Kayla says yes, but she nods her head no.
Yes,
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I'll get you a card.
All right. Well, this has been the Making College Come True radio show brought to you by Tucson International Academy. Another amazing show. It's been great having Dr. J back in the studio shining a bright light. We'll see you next week. You guys have a good time.
All right. Bye,
God bless.
guys.